It's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and today we're going to learn about welding letters. So we're going to create a new project. I am going to put this in here. I've got this so that you can see where my pointer is a little bit easier. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm actually recording my screen, so I haven't done this yet, so bear with me. Or this is the second time, I should say. We're going to just say Jennifer Lynn, and what we're going to do at this point is we want to find out exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to edit the letters. I'm going to play with the Mickey font, and all you do is go to this arrow here and you go down until you find the Mickey font, and it's Disney Mickey, and I'm going to change it to that. And then the size of the lettering from here to here is 72 point. But now look at all the space that we have between the letters, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to the right where it says line spacing over here, and I'm going to use the not line spacing, I'm sorry, letter spacing. I'm going to use the down arrow to draw the letters close together, and as you can see, they are moving close together. And what you want to do is you want to get these letters together, but sometimes they get a little bit too close, and I'm going to show you how to handle that. Okay? We're about as close as we can get because see our ends here and that. We've got a little space here, and I hope that isn't annoying you, but I wanted you to be able to see my pointer. Now, we've got all the letters in line, and what I'm going to do is I am going to go down to the bottom, and it's very hard to get this on the screen, but as you can see down here at the bottom, it says Ungroup. Now notice it's not ungrouped yet, so you have to hit it twice, Ungroup. Now each letter is individual, as you can see right here. Now all we want to do is we want to be able to get these letters a little bit closer, so I grab it and I push it over. Whoops, I'm going a little bit too far. There. Now the Jennifer, as you can see, is close, and they're sitting one on top of each other, so they will weld. Another problem we have right here is the ER. So I'm going to grab the E. Well, I don't think I like this yellow going around here, and I haven't got it yet. I got to move it a little bit more. I'm trying to move just a real tiny bit each time. And let's go just a little bit more. I got the E and the R. And why I like the Mickey font is all the letters turn in different directions. So with the R, to get it going in, I don't really want it to close the E, but it looks like it might have to. We'll tilt it a little bit. See if that worked. There we go, Jennifer Lynn. Now the L isn't touching the Y, so we're going to move it over. And it still isn't. We're going to move it over a little bit more. And I like to use the grid because then I can see how close I'm actually doing and staying close. Now the L still needs to come in a little bit more. There we go. Now it's touching. Now because the Lynn and the Jennifer are a little bit far apart, what I'm going to do is draw a blue box around it by holding my mouse down with the arrow, and I'm just going to move the whole word over just a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen, group it. Okay, now as you can see, they're all grouped together. Now I kind of want to make this, and just so you can see, and I try to make it a little bit bigger just to make sure, and this F is a little bit close again, and I can't tell whether it's touching. So what I want to do is I want to go back to this layer screen, and see, now we have a difficult time with the layer screen because as you can see, the bottom is kind of empty. I'm going to drop this all the way down and you still can't see down here the group and ungroup. So what I'm going to do is go on it, right click, and go to Ungroup, check it, and now I can do it. So this F, we're going to move it a little bit closer. And what I want to do is I want to get the I in there. But by doing that, let's see. I was checking to see if there's a zoom on the screen, and there is. Let's zoom in a little bit more to make it easier to do. See where the zoom is down in the bottom left-hand corner there? Okay, now we've got the F a little bit too close, but we do have it touching the I, which is what we want so that they'll be welded together. Okay, and the E is too, so we'll just move it there, and so is the R. So we're in good shape there. So what we're going to do is get it back down a little bit. And that's how you check, is by making it real large like that. We'll put a blue box around it. And remember, oh, we can see it now, group. Let's group it, okay? Now, on the grouping of the letters, at that point, let's group it one more time if it tells it. No, it doesn't. Okay, what we're going to do at this point here is we are going to weld the letters together. And see how it waits a little bit, and it's working. The machine is actually working. And now all the letters are, seeing here, they're all grouped together, and they're welded together. There's no spaces between them. Okay? And notice how this all jumped down into one word now. That's how you know you're welded. Now, one thing I want to tell you when you're welding, at this point, I can click this undo button up here, and it'll unweld it. Once I save it, though, it will not, and I repeat, it will not undo your weld once it is saved. So at this point, I can touch the undo, say I saw a problem, and look, it's back again. Every letter is an individual. Okay? I'm going to group them together again. Oh, come on, touch them here. And I've got a letter up here for some reason. My I went up there. Shame on that little I. We've got to ungroup it. Our little I took off. Bring them back down here. Get it boxed in. And I don't know how that happened. I probably hit ungroup somewhere in this thing. So now it's grouped back together. Touch it. They're all together. Weld. And I've got it welded together. See how it all fits in? At this point, I am going to save it. And a screen will come up and ask me how I want to save it. And I'm going to save it as Jennifer Card. Oh, not card. Jennifer name. Hit the save button, and I'll show you when we go back to the screen, it will not undo the weld at this point. My computer's taking its time, as you can see. I don't know where it went to. It's still waiting for Cricut.com. I've got a lot of programs running in the background right now, and my internet's been giving me problems all morning, so hopefully it's okay. I'm going to knock this down and bring it back up, so just bear with me. Cricut. Save. We'll go under here under File, Open. When you have something that's welded, it does take a long time to open up. Jennifer name, click on it, and we're going to open it. And it should take, it's coming now this time. Sorry about that wait, ladies and gentlemen. But once something is welded in there, it takes a long time to do it. And as you can see, the Jennifer Lynn is there. And